Syphilitic miasm. Syphilitic miasm is disgust. Disgust. What is the psychosis of disgust? Yes. Discontentment. Contentment is psychotic. More or less, I am discontented, but I keep quiet. But when that discontent goes into syphilitic sphere, it forms disgust. Do you get my point? Psychosis to syphilis. And what is disgust causing into on the body? Nausea. What is nausea? Reverse peristalsis. Reverse peristalsis is normal? It is against nature, isn't it? So, she had gone into a syphilitic sphere. This is the syphilitic remedy rubric which I have to enter. Though she was not telling us about disgust, see, everybody doesn't tell you mental symptoms. Then what do? You get stuck up. But their body will always give you the clue. If you know how to interpret the body symptom into mind. Is it clear or no?
Yes, sir.
Huh? So, I entered through the disgust. I entered through the nausea. Simple whatever was seen in front of us. And we just took out. Go ahead. Go ahead. So, disgust or discontent or rather nausea, walking during or pain during, we have got 4 remedies coming up. Next please. Mercurius, cicuta, crocus and muscus. Nausea with chest pains. Anybody having severe nausea during heart attack also, think of these 4 remedies. Because that time you don't have much time. When a person is going in for heart attack and he is perspiring and is having severe nausea, deathly nausea, you must have seen such cases. When they get admitted and they give antiemetic along with all this medicines, etc., intravenous drip. IV flagyl, metrogyl, IV antiemetics, etc. So, acute pain in the chest with nausea or disgust is syphilitic in origin. We just took it. How many remedies are there? Mercurius, cicuta, crocus and muscat. Okay? So, either there, go one step behind. Either there is hysteria or disgust or discontentment going, which has gone to the heart. Do you see any hysterical story in this? Do you find that it is hysterical? No, it is not responded hysterically. She is not responded hysterically anywhere. Isn't it? Which are the hysterical remedies in this 4? Crocus and muscus. Excellent. So, she is neither crocus nor muscus. Then what is she? Is she cicuta or is she mercury? Cicuta is a... Huh? Yes, what? Tell me. Childishness of cicuta, she says.
Haughty.
Cicuta is haughty, like platina. Huh? Go ahead. Why should there be nausea and walking also? Go ahead. Again, same thing. Remedy that cured her was not cicuta but Merc. Why Merc? Huh? This is what I was trying to tell you, that don't form a firm picture. A psychotic mercury is not fast. Syphilitic mercury is fast. She was predominantly psychotic who had gone into syphilitic sphere, trying to go into syphilitic. She was a slow person. What is cicuta? Why? What is the difference between cicuta and merc? Suddenly that remedy cropped up. That's why I could not discuss why cicuta is ruled out. Why cicuta is ruled out? Cicuta number is the basics of cicuta. Cicuta is a very sensitive remedy. It is too sensitive. It gets hurt. It is like natrum mur. And so much hurt that it doesn't want to get any more hurt. So it tries to go and confine itself. It goes and confines itself into a room, shuts away from people. She doesn't want people to see people. And we think she is platina, but she is cicuta is the most timid remedy. Timid and sensitive. But this lady was not sensitive at all. On the contrary, whatever was happening, she was just trying to fight it back. She was trying to give it back, but she was psychotic, she was suppressed, and she did not, right throughout her childhood, she was suppressed. And anger suppressed, but not able to come out, is also Mercury. Because internally it is contrary. 3 marks. It's contrary. Contradict disposition too. Yeah. So this is like a Staphysagrus situation. But she was something like a metal because she had always stood first. She was very, very good in studies. She was handling the whole affairs of the house. She managed the resources, her what you call as finances very well. She did not take help from anyone. Cicuta would have been too soft, would have heeded to others. So I had to make this decision immediately because this lady rang me up at 12 o'clock at night. I said, take 1 dose of Mercurius, available somewhere in the neighborhood. It was available fortunately with one of the neighboring homeopaths. I asked only, thirsty or thirstless? Thirstless. So I told her, take Merc call 200, ring me after 15 minutes and tell me. In 15 minutes, she told me, that thing is not gone, but I am certainly feeling better. I can walk a few steps more without nausea. The nausea is coming. I said, now you go to sleep. I know the medicine has started working. Immediate removal of symptom would have been dangerous. Immediate removal would have been dangerous. But I said, don't worry, this means the spasm is getting less. Yeah, mentally I am feeling much better. I am feeling sleepy. Should I go to sleep or go to hospital? I said, no, sleep. Tomorrow morning, tell me. In the morning she rang up. No pain, no nausea. And all fantastic improvement. So much, in a month's time, she got back her lost memory. So, what is to learn from this is that always we think of Mercury as a very fighter, revolting. But you should also know that there is Mercury in timidity also, 2 marks. Which we conveniently forget. This is a psychotic Mercury. You get my point? Let us go ahead and try to understand Mercury now. Mercury is generally prescribed when I was small, and what I was taught was Mercury is prescribed like a, Kavi, go ahead, give that Gasapita symptoms. Nighttime aggravations, excessive salivation, thirst with moist tongue. This is what we were taught by our teachers. I don't blame them because they did not understand Mercury. They understood only what was written in the books. Ambithermal, it is a human barometer, worse by hot and worse by cold. At the most, they would say dysentery, tonsillitis, lymph gland, if they are involved, give mercury. with revolting and restless. Okay, somebody said revolting, right? Revolting. But there was no actual revolt. There was no actual revolt. It was the suppressed revolt. Next. Now this is not an ideal picture which you get in every case. Though generals may be there, excessive thirst, excessive salivation. Many people rule out mercury if there is no salivation. If there is no salivation, they rule out. This is not right. Don't rule out. Only on salivation basis. Now, go ahead. Let us try to understand this mercury. Now, this mercury picture, what you saw just now, like night aggravation, excessive salivation, excessive thirst, and dysentery, and etc., is not sufficient to cure incurable cases, very high cardiac cases, heart attacks, or even self is contrary. Not only that the mind works contrary, the existence also is contrary. How in Baraita we have summarized the whole thing, here also it is exactly, everything is exactly opposite. She was not willing to dress up also like a young teenager. That also was contrary. Not only her reaction was contrary, her behavior was also contrary. Do you get my point? Basically also she was a contrary person. Not only that she has to get she has to fight with someone or has to disobey someone. So that contrary nature, contrary or disposition to contradict and rebels against poultice, these two things come in because of this metal, and it is neither a metal nor a liquid. It is contrary disposition to contradict. Both things. Contrary is a behavior also, reaction also, and disposition to contradict is also her nature. Like others who go in for, at this age, teenage and all, they like to be attractive, they like to go to the beauty parlor, get themselves dressed up, decked up and all. She used to use any clothes. What we thought? She was indifferent to appearance. But it is not indifference to appearance, but she wanted to, what I am, I know. You see? That is also metallic attitude. So contrary, also, I'll tell you one patient who had severe heart attack. He was one of my assistants' father, Dr. Raju's father. He fell down with a massive heart attack. He was moved to a hospital in Villeparle, where they said the heart attack is so massive that we won't be able to treat him. We don't have all the facilities. Take him to Bombay Hospital. He was moved to Bombay Hospital, major hospital, large hospital, everything was available. Unfortunately, when he came to his senses, he was given everything. Unfortunately, when he came into senses, he got so angry, he started shouting, he started scolding his son, who was an allopathic doctor. How dare you bring me to an allopathic hospital? He was a dentist. He is asking, how dare you bring me to an allopathic hospital? And he pulled out all this thing completely. Have you seen this case? It has shown somewhere back. So he pulled out all the lifelines. And his son, who was also semi-medical, that means dentist. Dentists are the most half-baked doctors. I am always afraid of dentists, with due respect to them. See that? I have lost one teeth. I'm always afraid. I'm afraid to go to even put a artificial one. He's calling me, come, we'll put another. I said, that is psychosis. Let people know I am aging, no? So, and they, the dentists, they learn anatomy only up to here. Here, nothing exists for them. So he was a bit flabbergasted. My father, he rang me up saying, sir, my father wants to get discharged and come to you, because he was my patient before. He used to come to me with his daughter. So he wants to come to you. He says, how dare you bring me to an allopathic hospital? So you come and tell him, no? Please, you come and tell him that he has to undergo all this treatment or he'll die, because the attack is very massive. I said, I'll come up to the hospital at night and then I'll have a talk with him. While going, I carried a dose of mercury, Merc salt. Only one remedy I called it. Merc salt. And I said, you don't talk to me, don't argue, put this in mouth. Tomorrow morning you tell me. He will take the right decision. Whatever it is, he will take the right decision. This way or that way. Next day at 12:30, he was in my clinic. He came to my clinic. I said, how come you are here? He says, today morning, my parameters almost got normal. I started feeling normal. And I said, I am going out. Because that one dose of what Dr. Vijayakar gave me, I am feeling much better. I am no more ill. I am going home. And they were not ready to leave me. It is like a prison. Once you enter there, you can't leave. So I got into a very fierce argument with the doctor there, presiding doctor, and I told him that I want to go and take homeopathy. I will not take allopathy at all. So they said, you are mad. You will die because of homeopathy. You know what answer he gave? All those who get heart attack, they come to the hospital and they die with allopathy, no? Let at least one person die with homeopathy. This is mercury. This is mercury. Then his daughter told me later on that, sir, you don't know, in the childhood also he was mercury throughout. We never understood it. I said, why? He was like a, savior of the weak. I said, means what? If there are two groups fighting and there are 5, 6, 7 people bullying one or two people, he would go and take the weaker side, not the stronger side. This was his tendency. Wherever whoever was losing, he would go and take their side to fight. This is mercury. Mercury always swims against the tide. Against the tide, swimming against the waves. Swimming against the current is the right word. So, whatever trend is going on in this world, if you find somebody is going exactly opposite, think about mercury. Think and then confirm. Don't just give blindly. It is to be confirmed with other generals, etc. It is not a specific. But now what is other trend which is exactly opposite? A male falling in love with male, female falling in love with female. What is that known as? Perverted sexuality, falling in love with one of our own sex. Isn't it? What is this? This is exactly going opposite, right? So that is right into the genes. But unfortunately, mercury is not there in homosexuality because nobody understood in that manner. Point. If female. Think about Mercury. If other things, this thing contradicts, I mean, are falling in line. Huh? So, what is rebels against politis? What is the meaning of rebels against politis? You should know the rubric, no? What do you mean by rebels against politis? What is rebel? Fight. Right? What is a politis? You know, in your
Comfort, relief and comfort. Comfort.
exactly, soothing agent. So if there is an anger in a boil, if a boil is angry, you know, inflamed condition like a phyllon, they used to give poultice. Poultice means it was made up of wheat, etc. And boiled rice, boiled wheat, boiled rice, and they put like that or tight like this. Next day it would burst. So it was to soothe the inflammation, to absorb the anger. So exactly when somebody is angry and you try to console him, he will fight against it. I don't want it. Get lost. This is fights, rebels against politis. That means somebody who is trying to do good for you, but the people don't want it. That person, constitution doesn't want. No. I am quite independent. I will do the needful. In Mercury people, if you apply politis, it will aggravate. So that is also one indication that this is Mercury. Suppose patients, timers or other people from rural areas, they still have that politis where doctors are not available. So they try to apply this poultice. When they apply the poultice, it has to break on the next day or within short time. But there are certain people who say that after poultice it has got worse. That is Mercury. It is going contrary to what it was supposed to do. Next please. So this is used in making of mirrors. What does mirror give? An ability to reflect, hit back. Reflection means throwing back or giving back or hitting back. This gives the second most important genetic trait, anarchist and revolutionary. Isn't it? Anarchist, revolutionary. What is the difference between anarchist and what is revolutionary? You should know the differentiation of rubrics, right? What is revolt and what is anarchy? Anarchy is what? Against the against rules, regulation, law, against somebody's dominance. That if somebody has made some set of rules, I'm not going to listen to it. Anarchy. And revolting, revolutionary is to change the system. See, go ahead. I think I must have given. Go behind. So anarchy means it is fighting against a governance, wrong governance, and